heard of online businesses like drop shipping and digital products, but what if I told you that you can make $1,000 a day from cleaning, a cleaning business without you actually doing the cleaning? Would you believe me? Like digital products is all over the internet. You can type it in, you're going to see so much information. Drop shipping is all over the internet. You're going to put that in, you're going to see so much information. But so many people will go to that because they believe that you can make a lot of money and a lot of profit within those industries. And I'm not saying that it won't. Like, that's totally cool. Do the thing. Guess what? I've also tried those things too. I had a drop shipping business. I had a digital product business. And nothing really made me money like my cleaning business. Crazy, right? And the cool thing about it is that like I didn't have to do the cleaning. Those other businesses that I had were awesome. Took a lot of social media managing, took a lot of ads, it took a lot of uh partnering with influencers to post products and do product placement and all the things. And with the drop shipping because I only had a very small portion of that of profit that belonged to me in digital products and selling prints and all these cool things was cool. But you guys, having a cleaning business made me way more money. And I would have never thought in a million years that like a cleaning business would make me rich, but it did. Okay. But you guys, I want to talk to you about this because online cleaning businesses, right? Like to hear that term, you're like, yo, Jazz, that doesn't match. Like online cleaning business, does that really exist? And it does. The reason why it exists is because we operate our cleaning businesses from online with our computers, with our phones, our tablets, like anything that you can access the internet with, okay? The World Wide Web with. All right, all my younger than millennials are not going to know what that stands for. Look here, you can be able to operate your cleaning business. Okay, you guys, this remote model allowed me to be able to open up and have a cleaning business also within the state that I reside in. That was my first location, but I also operated and had cleaning business in other locations, all the way on the West Coast in Arizona, all the way in the East Coast in Virginia Beach, and without me ever having to touch a mop or actually operate those companies there. And I was able to still make $1,000 a day plus in those companies, you guys. I'm going to share with you guys my three process system that is going to be able to help you to do the same thing. Okay. Now, answer this question. What do you think online cleaning business actually is? Like when you hear that word, if this is your first time watching any of my videos, and for those that may not know, my name is Jasmine and I'm a cleaning business coach. But if this is your first time watching any of my videos, like when you hear, come on, Mike, come on, get it together. When you hear online cleaning business, like what do you actually think of? Right? Because you're like, I don't clean. You're not going to clean, right? This is not you just running a business on the side, but it is. It's you running the business on the side with a laptop, right? We work with independent contractors where we subcontract the jobs that we get per our marketing. Right. With our marketing, we are marketing towards our ideal clientele in the locations that we service. So we're able to pinpoint a specific area because we do local service industry. Okay. And we are able to pinpoint that ideal market area, like super pinpoint, like zip code pinpoint, like all of Dallas, I want to service this area. Okay. And we're able to target our audience. And once we get our leads and our marketing down and we are able to bring in clients, that's when we'll subcontract that work out to other cleaning companies, other solo cleaners, other team cleaners, or smaller cleaning companies. This is how we're able to operate remotely, you guys. We control the marketing. I can control who and where I want to market our services to. And that's on all platforms. That's on Google, Yelp, Bark, and Thumbtack. I can control what areas. I can unselect areas. I can input areas. I can add zip codes. I can remove zip codes. Okay, because this is a location-based service, but it's managed 100% remotely. I opened my company in Arizona during the pandemic, you guys. I never stepped foot in Arizona when I with doing that process. The entire thing was done online, an online cleaning business. Okay. Do you guys think that Uber Eats is out there cooking food and then bringing it to you? No, They coordinate it. All Uber Eats does is they're the middleman between the restaurants and the drivers and yourself. And they just orchestrate everything and manage everything remotely. Okay. Now let me give you guys a tip of what this 1K formula, because I've been talking a lot about this. You guys it's probably like all over the place because I had to change the wording from 1K. I used to say 10K because it's so possible. But some people would doubt and think like, I don't know, Jazz. I don't think I could really start a $10,000 a month business. But the first time I said you can start a $1,000 a week cleaning business, it was like, oh, I could do that. Yeah, yo, I can do. Sign me up. Let's go. Right. So what this looks like, you guys, is literally 4 jobs a week at an average of $250 per job. Now tell me, can you get 4 jobs per week? I was talking with a student. We had our weekly follow up calls, and she tells me on average she spends $150 a week per leads, and she gets about eight to 10 leads that come in. She closes about half of those leads for $150. She makes on average, now per her area and per where she's targeting, her average service cost is anywhere from $350 to $500. She spends $150, you guys, for 9 to 10 leads, and she closes half of them. She makes $1,000 a week in her business. Can you get 4 leads? I mean, can you get 4 bookings? Right? And the beauty about it is that she's a newer business owner. So there's not like, okay, yo, Jazz, you're giving me an example of somebody who's been doing this for like years. No, I'm not. I like to give relatable examples so that way you guys can understand. But the goal is to focus on the premium services, focus on the premium clientele to position our company to be able to profit the most and be able to get the highest ROI. Right. And then the goal, the bonus tip right here is to get reoccurring bookings. So that way we can compound this and we can have a better LTV. Because if that one client that is paying $250 for one cleaning, if they love the cleaning service and they come back and they want to do a bi-weekly, which means they get a cleaning every other week, now this is a $6,000 a year client. If the client really loves us and wants to get their house cleaned once a week, now this is a $12,000 a year client. How many of those clients would you need to have a 6-figure cleaning business? How many of those clients would you need to be able to make $100,000 a year? Yes. You would need like, I was going to say 10, but not technically 10. It's probably like maybe 8, around 8 or 9, but let's just go with 10 because it's the easy number. That means getting 10 reoccurring clients. 10 reoccurring clients. Man, my phone was ringing, but that's okay, y'all. For those that know, I'm not going to re-record this. I'm not going to re-record this because, I said too much good stuff. So many people in the comments be like, yo, Jazz, you be wilding. Like, you don't edit nothing. I don't. And they want to call back. Like, it's my daughter, but she loves me and she'll have to understand. You would think that they would know, like, yo, when mama don't answer the phone, mama is on the YouTube. On the YouTube. It sounds like somebody super old on the YouTube. But you guys, please understand, like, that's a $12,000 a year client. If you just get 10 clients that is paying you on a weekly basis, you already have a $100,000 a year business. Right? Isn't that amazing, you guys? Okay, so let me get back on track because now she's texting and she's gonna have to wait. And she's gonna watch this video and I still love you. Okay. So let's talk about how we get these let's talk about the actual 3 systems. Okay. So number 1 is lead generation system. You need a way to bring in clients. Okay. Yes, you can do the cold calling. Yes, you can text all your friends and family. Yes, you can post on social media, but you need a way for clients to be able to find you, your ideal client. And that is going to be with Google, Thumbtack. You can even do SEO on your website. Understand that's the long game, but SEO does work. It will be able to get your company ranked on Google to when people are searching for services near them, your company will pop up in that Google search. Okay. So you want to make sure that you have those because you need to drive traffic to your company to be able to bring in those leads. So think about it. With that example, $150 roughly is bringing in between 8 to 10 leads per per week. What if she was to double that? What if she was to post on more platforms? Because right now she's only posting in Thumbtack. What if she was to also add Google to the game? Now she can get 20 leads and close 10 leads a week. Let's say she adds Bark and we add 5 more. Now she's bringing in 25 leads. Let's say she adds Yelp and she's bringing in, now she's bringing in 30. You guys see, y'all see the math? This is why I love this industry and this business type, because it's so scalable. So scalable. Okay. The next thing you need, number 2, is you need a CRM. You need a automated booking software that can take in those instant bookings. So you can utilize a booking software like Cleaning Biz AI that will automatically communicate with those leads, close those leads, book those leads, and schedule those leads. And then if you also want like a booking software as well, then you'll do something like Booking Koala, ZenMaid, Jobber, House Call Pro, something of those platforms, to where you can manage your full end back end on that. And you can also have both of them, so that way they'll integrate, and Cleaning Biz AI will do all the communicating, all the closing, and then add that information onto your booking software. Okay. Next thing, you guys, is you need cleaners, right? Because remember, we're not cleaning. Okay. We are subcontracting that work out to qualified cleaners that have the supplies, that has the equipment, that has the experience. Okay. So we work with independent contractors, which they're called 1099s. Okay. And we are able to assign them jobs. We onboard them, add them onto Gusto. That's the platform we use to pay them. Okay. For payroll. And then we will onboard them onto our booking software. We'll add them onto Cleaning Biz AI. So that way Cleaning Biz AI will continually have an updated availability. So when they're talking to your leads and closing your leads, they're using the calendar of your cleaner's availability. Okay. And then also you want to onboard them onto your booking software. So when the job gets booked, your cleaner gets a notification. They can see the full scope of the work, snag it, add it to their profile. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Everything in this whole arena should be automated as much as possible. Okay. Now, why does this work from anywhere? All systems, you guys, can be run from a laptop or phone. Everything that I literally just mentioned could be ran from a laptop, tablet, or phone. You don't even need a big old fancy one. You just need a nice old web-based device. Okay. Right? You can literally launch your company in another city. We have so many students that's in other countries that locate, that operate and have a company here in the States. We have students in the academy that are in other countries. Okay, you guys, the goal is to position your company to profit. So that is the beauty, because you can literally launch this business anywhere. You'll use call, text, phone. This is why you'll need a virtual phone number, because you don't want to be passing out your phone number to anybody. Okay, but you want to make sure that you have those in place, so that way you can be able to communicate when it's time to hire your cleaners, communicate with your clients, for upsells, for call and retention, and all of those good stuff, right? So you want to make sure that you have that. But the cool part about it is you don't have to even travel to your site to where your company is located. You can handle everything remotely. And if you want to live off grid, if you want to live the nomad lifestyle, like, travel to your heart's complete. Okay, that is the beauty of this type of business. You can run it from anywhere. Now let's talk about what it would look like to scale to a consistent 1K days, right? We're working on this pathway, which is why our new program is called the Pathway. This pathway of what it looks like to scale your business, right? To go from $500 a week to $650 a week to $1,000 a week to $1,000 a day, right? The goal is to nail down your 3 to 5 cleaners, right? My goal, like when I have a consistent 8 cleaners in my business fully operating, I know what those 8 cleaners can bring into our business. That's anywhere from like 50 to 80K a month. Just those cleaners. That doesn't even take away from like my cleaners. That's my part-time. Put me in, coach. I want to do a weekend job real quick. Let me run a little hit real quick. Like, what we doing, right? But they're good. I still have them on payroll, and if they want to snag a job from here to there, they can, right? But this is what it's going to look like to scale to $1,000 a day. Nail down and figure out who is your top cleaners, who brings in the most consistent reviews, who brings in the most consistent upsells, meaning that we can tell that clients that we do the upsell call, a lot of these clients are coming from Maria. Oh man, Maria, what do you, hey Maria, I want to chat with you. We've been able to upsell a lot of our clients from one time to reoccurring because you did their cleaning services. Tell me like what do you do with those services? Like give me some information, right? Learn what her system or processes is. So that way you can duplicate that with your other cleaners. Okay. Focus on volume, right? I share with you that with the example, she was bringing in 8 to 10 leads with $150 per week. Focusing on volume would be increasing that marketing budget from 150 to 300, increasing it from just one platform to multiple platforms. So that way you can increase the volume of your business. Because if you have 5 cleaners doing 2 jobs a day, right? The next thing is we want to focus on reoccurring packages. Get our clients to upsell to a reoccurring to weekly, bi-weekly, or even monthly. Weekly, bi-weekly is the goal, but hey, monthly is just a stepping stone up because eventually they'll do bi-weekly. Okay, this is what helps bring in stable cash flow, right? And then you want to use your reviews and your referrals as incentives to grow and incentives for ads. Okay, you guys, this is what it's going to look like to actually scale your business. Now, if you are fully ready to get launched, fully ready to take the next step, like yo, Jazz, I've listened to enough videos. I've sat on this idea for long enough. I'm tired of fear holding me back. I've always dreamed about having a cleaning business of my own. I just never thought I could do it. Well, this is your wake up call. Hello, good morning. We in here. Okay, you guys. So I want to invite you guys to join our challenge. We have, I'm so sorry, not a challenge, our workshop. I want to invite you guys to join our workshop because in this workshop, it will be able to break down the process, give you actual more resources, some templates and scripts and different things that you're going to need to be successful in your cleaning business. But getting that workshop, it's really amazing. So many people are able to launch their companies just from attending that. Okay. So I hope to see you guys in there. And until next time, like, share, and subscribe and do all the things of all the things. See y'all later. Bye, y'all.